All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Can I Steal You for a Minute? I'm Mary Bianco, and you'll notice that we are missing our fearless leader, Indra, this week. She's having a great cross country trip with her family, probably being so adorable. She'll be back next week to talk about that. But I'm not here by myself. I have three special guests today, and I'm so excited. Returning from last week is from the tragic lost audio, we have Sahara back. So we are going to talk our
Hi,
general thoughts
guys.
about Love Island USA. And listeners from last season will remember that my sisters came on for an episode. It was pretty well received because their friends really enjoyed it. So Becca and Sarah are back again. So
Hi.
everyone just say hello.
Our voices are gonna sound the same.
Okay. Um, yeah.
Oh God.
It's we'll have subtitles up with everyone's names on YouTube, but if you're listening on any other streaming platform, I apologize in advance. It's gonna sound like you guys more than me, but almost three identical voices.
What do you
and then
mean? We
Sahara.
all sound exactly the same. She's one of our sisters. I have a sister today, Mary.
She's a sister. She's a sister today. Well, we're going to kick it off with discussing the end. I mean, the end so far. We do have the reunion coming August 25th, hosted by Andy Cohen and Ariana Madix, which I think is a great idea. I think Ariana's a little too close to it to push these people where they need to be pushed.
I agree.
And I think by then we'll all be ready to rip off the Band-Aid again.
Yeah, we need the break. It's important. The break is important.
I need a break from them. Like I'm happy that that the season ended. I don't miss them yet.
Andy's also very good at
maybe I will by
reunions, so
then.
I feel like it's nice to have him involved. He's not attached to the show, but he's done reunions so much that he'll be able to hit those questions. I feel like we'll get what we need from the reunion. Yes. And I think unlike Housewives, where I think it's obvious he has favorites, I'd be surprised if he has like an obvious Love Island favorite. So I'm hoping, but it's not his favorite.
I'm hoping he treats Huda the way he treated Kristen Downey.
That's like, exactly right, Mary. Exactly right. Oh my God.
I need him to be like, hey, so that was insane. Because for all of you Huda defenders, you ruined every single episode of the season. You did it. Congratulations. She made it to the finale, and guess what? She made history in a bad way. So, all right, we can start with last when we left off. Ace and Shelley were still with us. I'm on record as not being the biggest Ace and Shelley fan. For them not to make it to the finale out of the 4 remaining couples we have left,
I
was
agree.
crazy.
I agree. I have such strong feelings.
Do we just want to start there?
Like, okay, Mary, should I share with everyone my Ace hot take?
Yes, they need
Which
it.
Maybe now is not a hot take. When we recorded this, I was like, okay, let's start with the language I use for my friend Ace. Ace is my client. He's not my best friend. I don't have a crush on Ace, but he is my client. I will defend his actions until the very end. Because every season of reality TV needs a shit stir, need the villain. And Ace was a good one. Huda became a villain, but that's a villain I don't want. I want a villain like Ace, who is like a little manipulative, funny, good to look at, and like is messing with shit a little bit.
Yeah.
I think production let him take it too far, because if we had more recoupling and more voting and more all of that, he wouldn't have been able to do what he was doing, which I think at times was annoying, even though, sorry, maybe my real hot take is Jeremiah had to go. But I don't really get the Jeremiah hype at all. But I just think Ace was the villain we needed. And I also think my like Ace hot take is his villain origin story is Jeremiah, night 1. when they matched up and they were doing like the kisses, and Jeremiah obviously wanted Huda, so he doesn't kiss someone. And Ace was following the rules and kissed everyone, even though he wanted Shelly. And from that moment on, Ace was like, I'm getting this man out my villa. Sorry he's a Leo. So he roped in Nick, he roped in Taylor, he gathered his people, he galvanized, and he led. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And everyone that's trying to act like he's red pill, he's evil, he's playing the game. And along the way, and now I can say, along the way, he found Shelly.
He did.
And they were the only couple from the beginning that last. I for them to go home. That Moon River date should have been there. It should have been there.
What a river date. Like, it's at first when they got dumped, I was like, I'm so pissed Huda and Chris are here, whatever. The Moon River date was truly one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my entire life.
No.
We'll obviously get to it, but I was dying. I think it's like you said, if production just let our votes count and Ace didn't get this opportunity to maneuver this much, we would have just had him like stirring shit, hating Jeremiah, which is always so funny when there's just this like unfounded feud.
Come on,
in the
that's
house.
funny. It's funny.
It's hilarious. And he's not hurting anybody. Huda's hurting people. Like, what we saw this last episode with in the bed with Chris and saying 3, 2, 1, you have until I get to one to basically fuck me.
Literally.
And I hate this line, and I said it last week and I hate it again. If a man did that to a woman, he would be he'd have charges pressed against him by me.
Literally. Come on. Jeremiah would have been your client.
Jeremiah.
If a man yelling the way Huda was yelling at him, if a man was carrying on the way Huda was with Chris, we'd all be outraged.
Yeah.
He probably would have got kicked out the villa because it would have been like violent or abuse or like whatever the word would be.
And like that is what's happening. Also, we got confirmation this week from Taylor and Clark that Huda sat on Ace's face. And that is what upset Shelly so much. And so
I missed that.
The producers in their weird ass edit where they're protecting Huda got Shelly and Ace dumped more than anything else.
That was kind of the catalyst, I'll be honest. A lot of people turned when she was upset over that.
100%.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that she doesn't get to be upset. And that's like, you know.
What I will say is
very
that
classic.
I'm happy that Amaya was the only one to clock her and say if a man was acting this way, we would have a problem with it. So good on Amaya for at least
I loved
calling
when
her
she
out
said
for
that.
her actions, because she's gone all season just kind of acting this way and thinking that it's okay. But I'm glad at least someone was like, if this was a man, we'd have a problem. So like, think about what you're doing first.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. And like, most importantly is congratulations to Amaya and Brian. Like, I mean,
Mr. and Mrs. Papaya. Let's give it up.
Mr. and Mrs. Papaya. I voted for Nick and Alandria because of course I did.
That's my other hill that I'll die on, but we can get to that.
It was real to me and it's still real to me. And I think it's real to everyone on this call. So this is where we're missing Indra, and I'm sure she'll send me her thoughts because she's not. She doesn't think Nick Alandria is real. She thinks it's overproduced and weird. I was just like so along for the ride with them. I was thirsty for romance. But Amaya, Papaya, and Brian, Amaya is donating the money.
I know, I love that.
And Brian's investing the money.
And what
then
I love
donating
is
the
Amaya
profits
said
from
that
his
before she
investments.
realized how popular she actually is. Because Amaya is not going to need the money. Everybody's going to want a brand deal with her. And yet she had no idea because she was still in the villa when she said that. So it's like, we chose the right person to win, even though I didn't vote for them. I also voted for Nick and
Nick, Alandria
That's the
forever.
comment.
Literally
In my
forever.
heart, I also wanted them, and I loved them, and I supported them. I just didn't vote for them because you only get one choice. So, what's a girl to do?
Yeah.
Ranking. I think we need to bring ranked choice voting to Love Island. Bring
100%.
ranked choice voting to Love Island. New York City has it. The Villa should have it.
And Huda is Cuomo because she, like Cuomo, is also a predator. Don't rank Cuomo. Don't rank Huda.
I literally would have did the campaign, and I would have had them side by side on my Instagram.
It would have been. They're equally important to me. I just like Shelly and Ace getting dumped. I was just like, they took it well. They said they got what they were supposed to out of the show.
Okay, but can we also talk about Iris and Pepe? And I really wish, because, sorry, I'm going to say it. I fast forwarded through the sailboat.
Sahara, I fell asleep.
I literally went like this. Hard press of my remote.
I did not see that date, and I didn't see their speeches. I fell asleep every time they were on the screen. And yeah, I'm 5 months pregnant, but this was no. Next level.
It's just like, yeah, they're hot. Pepe is hot. Period. Iris is hot. Period. But like, who cared about them? I don't know how they got there. That's really blowing my mind. It really is.
They got there by being hot. Like, and Iris has
I
already
saw
met
that.
up with TJ in LA.
What's really funny is that
Shut up.
I saw Pepe was on the toast today. I think it's the toast. I know. Boo, boo. They were huge.
Boo.
Okay, here's how Iris and Pepe got there. They were huge Iris and Pepe fans.
Let's hear
all
it.
the people that watch the toast maybe don't watch the show. We're going to vote with who they were talking about, and they were talking about Iris and Pepe. So if you're wondering how they got there, that's how they got there. 2, Pepe went on today and was talking about how they're closed off. And then later in the day, I see the TMZ being like, she met up with TJ. And I'm like, so which one is it? Are you closed off with Pepe or are you meeting up with TJ?
Pepe, you better go find Hannah. You better go find Hannah, Pepe.
Because Hannah met up with Charlie. You owe her an apology if you're going to go. I mean, I also want to talk about Pepe's parents. They were so hot and so elegant.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
I mean, and there's obviously Alandria's mom. Honestly,
there is a lot to discuss. At first, I was like, we don't have much to discuss, but there's a lot.
There's actually a lot. There's a lot to discuss because we got to see Mommy's Little Meatball in full action, and we also learned that he brought 6 shirts, and one of them was Mommy's Little Meatball. And for that, I can never doubt his intentions. If you come to Love Island with 6 shirts and one of them says Mommy's Little Meatball, you're pure of heart to me. Anything that you do is
I think he said,
I'm never going to question you.
It also is just like so funny that all the clothes he was wearing, like when he was the hottest to me with Alandria, were Taylor's clothes.
Yes.
Purple pants, like soul ties, Taylor's chain. Those pants, both Tims are not Nick's. He has swag, but he is from Florida. Okay.
Taylor got sent home.
Oh my God.
Nick had no clothing. Like, if went home and Nick didn't know how to dress anymore. He was in.
He found a pink sweatshirt. Where did that come from? No, you guys, no. I'm going.
Sarah's
crying this whole time.
Sarah's a little insecure about her audio quality.
Yes,
so
we listen, but we
quiet,
don't judge, and that's what I'll be doing. What I also learned about Nick, which tells me he's so genuine, is he only brought 6 shirts because he didn't think he was making it out the hotel. He really didn't even know if he was going on the show, and then he ended up an OG. So that boy, he has a place in my heart, but only when he's with Alandria. Otherwise,
I love him.
I'm not that into it. Love him with her.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not attracted to him, not into it.
And their final date just being like fans saying how much they love Nick and Alandria and then them making out on a private island. They had like an after interview with Ariana and they were like, "Yeah, we'd love to have a get together of all the people that are fans of us." I was like, "You can't. You have no idea how many of us there are. Like
No.
you can't get together with all of us."
No.
Like they have no idea their impact. And like, do I think they'll be together forever? No. Do I think they fucked in that Fiji hotel? Alandria is looking awfully relaxed. That's all I'm gonna say.
And you know what? That's all I wanted for her.
That's all I wanted. I wanted her to have like mind-blowing sex with this weird guy who's obsessed with her, and like I think that maybe happened.
And I think it's going to happen again and again and again. I give it past the reunion.
I do too. I think at the reunion they'll be talking about going back and forth to visit each other. Becca had this grand plan that I'm kind of on board for, is that maybe they break up and they reunite on Love Island Games, which we are also getting in September.
No, I don't want her back there. I want my baby home. Guys, I have such like Alandria. Like she had, first of all, I actually need her to get an interview and I need her interview and their couple interview with Keke Palmer and nobody else.
Yes.
Nobody else. None of these other no one else. Keke Palmer.
No, because Nick Viall called her, Shelley, and
Leftovers?
Sierra leftovers.
Saw that. Clocked that. No, thank you. Because Alandria, when they were on their little beach date and she was like, I have fallen in love with people's potential and that's what I did here. I was like, how did you figure out what I figured out in therapy in 5 years and 6 weeks?
Yeah.
What the heck? And I'm just like, my girl just needs gentle. She does not need to be on the games.
No,
enough.
True.
It's enough. But I get it because I love them.
I want to see her
selfishly.
again.
But maybe like,
Yes.
let's bring back America's Next Top
fair.
Model.
Oh, please. I know she's short, but she's a supermodel to me.
Oh my God, those cheekbones. Could talk
Those
about them
cheekbones.
forever.
And like when she told Meg Thee Stallion that her butt was
Yes.
genetic, she was not lying. Her
Here-
mother.
Bring it on, Mary. Let us hear it. Because I'm with you, girl. I'm with you.
I'm no better than a man. And to quote my favorite video, oogly moogly, that thing is juicy.
That went through my head when I was watching.
Yeah. The slow motion walk, I was like, oh my
They
God.
know what they're doing. And just like her conversation with her being like, yeah, Mom, I told you I was good at cussing. I'm like, I just love it. But what I really wanted, and I think what Chris was waiting for, was for his mom to say, what the fuck are you doing with this crazy woman?
He was begging.
But I think his mom and his sister being very aware of how the other Black women who have stood up to Huda have come across, very much kept it tight. And I'm sure Chris has since had many conversations with
Well,
them
I
at
also
home.
think low key, I kind of thought they were like, you're unemployed. You have no
You could be
home.
playing basketball abroad. Okay.
You need to. He couldn't. He hasn't played in
couldn't.
years. He should have won. They wanted him to win. They saw, this is what I think. Mary, you're probably right. But cynically, I
Who
think they saw Huda's fans and they were like, he could win.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to stay with her. He can keep the 100K and that could get him a home and out of my house. That shit, I think his mom said. So when he was sitting there, they were like, no, honey, you're seeing this through?
Yeah.
Because if you could win that money, I want to thank you.
We love her. She's great.
I
She's
was
a
like-
very-
Sisters
she's a
already
very
posted
spirited
some
girl.
things
And-
online, clapping back at like the Huda stand.
Oh,
because Chris didn't carry her after the date, which was fucking hilarious.
That was my favorite part of the whole episode. I
Use
loved
your
it.
own leg. That's crazy.
Oh.
why would he? It's like, why would he carry you after you broke up with him? I know that he forced the breakup. Like
That's the thing. Like it's clear that like if he wasn't with Huda, none of us would like Chris. He's absolutely manipulative and maniacal. Instead of just being like, you're not the girl for me. You're waking me up in the middle of the night. This is freaking crazy. He was like, you know what to do. You know how to feel. You know, just say it. Miss Moon River had to come in. I'd never that was one of the funniest things that's ever happened on Love Island.
When just like I saw someone walk by in the corner and I was like, oh, weird. Are they in public? Like, is this a public resort? And then she stood with her little mic and Chris went, hi.
And she gives that little wave. Honestly, bring the singer to the reunion. Bring the singer to the reunion.
Where is she? Why hasn't she come forward on social media? I need to hear what it was like for her. Did she know what was going on? Like,
also, like, what were they doing in the back room where they clearly are seeing the breakup and then they're like, send in the singer and let her sing Moon River.
They are cackling. They're like, well, we paid for her, so.
But like,
it was so good. Like, I just. People who are still defending Huda, she got out of that villa and everyone's like, she's changed. And then she's reposting videos about how she never did anything wrong.
no.
So she has not changed. She showed that as soon as she, like, her and Chris got intimate with each other, then she was so mean to him during the baby challenge last week. Be impressed by me being a mother to these dolls. Like, we had, and then this week, literally counting down from 3 like he's a child. Like, I don't get Huda stans. I'm glad we're done with them. We're not, I guess. The reunion is going to be insufferable with them, but...
And especially now that they're out, like, they're all acting like friends and buddy-buddy, and it's clear to me that her and Olandria definitely have a friendship.
Yeah.
But, like, no. I really need her to sit down with... Her podcast needs to be Mel Robbins. Like, not Mel Robbins. Dr. Orna. Does anyone here watch couples therapy?
Yes.
Like, she needs somebody that's just going to, because I can't deal with it anymore.
She needs Dr. Orna to sit there and be like, hold on. I want to go back to this phrase that you used before, which was pussy ass bitch. And... how that language might be a little bit...
And who is a pussy ass bitch?
And do you think that you perhaps could be the pussy ass bitch and you're
would it
flipping
have
it
mattered
on him?
if you were ugly?
And why do you think that's important? Why is being attractive so valuable to you?
Oh my God, please.
I will say, and I'm saying this is a person with 2 very beautiful sisters. When I saw her sisters, I said,
I look like an egg.
oh. Okay, we look like... I'm obviously not talking about right now. You look like eggs, but when I saw her sisters, I said, oh, she's been in competition with these women her entire life. And someone in their family has probably pit them against each other their
Probably the
entire
dad.
lives. And probably... What about Huda makes you think she might have an
Needing
issue
male
with your
attention?
father?
No.
Oh, so many things.
Yeah, no. I'm glad she's on first screen. I can't believe they made them do final speeches. Part of me was like, are they going to go home? Just send them home.
Because when it happened on Love Island UK, Jake and Liberty a couple seasons ago were like this super strong couple from the very beginning. He's saying, I love you in the villa. And then she's kind of feeling like he's not telling the truth. And so she broke up with him on their final date, but they already kind of had this understanding that they were going on this final date to like say goodbye to each other. And then they came back and they left. So like there were only 3 couples in the finale that year. Did I think Iris and Pepe deserved higher than 4th? No. But do I think Chris and Huda deserved 3rd? No.
No, but how I was so glad. All I needed at that point was for Nick and Alandria to beat Chris and Huda.
I was so happy.
And once I heard Huda in 3rd, I was like, I don't care. Give it to Miss Papaya. Give it to whoever. I just needed her not in my top 2.
I needed her away from the money and a little bit humbled by Nick and Alandria beating her.
Come on.
When everyone jumped in the pool and Nick and Alandria are trying to kiss and Huda is hanging on Nick's...
I saw him do an interview about it. he was like, both of them were drowning. So he like had to help them both. But then at one point, I'm like, Huda, can't you just, and even in all of this like post clips, she's like in the bed, she's watching the movie. I'm like, honey, go home to your daughter. Why aren't you with your daughter?
Her birthday is today.
What? We know that.
The tattoo.
Tattoo. The tattoo on her arm. Yeah, I just I just am glad it's over. I'm glad with how it went.
But this is why
in the
voting
end,
Nick and
I was
Indra
like,
was so important.
too much.
We needed to edge out the Huda and Chris crowd because if we didn't put votes on them, they would have come in second, and it would have been a problem. So I can sit happy with that.
I don't know how people don't like Nick and Indra. I really wish we had. I don't get it. Because first of all, I should send the record. I texted my friends episode 2 and was like, wait a minute. Why isn't Nick telling Alandria? I think there's a little something going on in the beginning. Those who don't know. Now, did I think it was going to get all the way here? Not really. But I don't think it's like fake. I just don't really get it. How people think it's fake.
I think because it's like too perfect and we can't have nice things after this season, so it feels almost too like this is too good to be true that like this gorgeous woman who got dog walked by like a skinny cowboy ends up with like a redemption story of like this adorable man just wants to like worship her and like tell her how beautiful she is. And
What's her other thing?
Let us have it. And I know we didn't see all the kisses because there were a lot of times that Nick had her makeup on his little nose and we did not see a kiss in that outfit.
We did not see a kiss in that outfit. Also, what was never addressed, the morning when Ace has to go wake up Nick with pots and pans a la Bad Girls Club. Why couldn't he get up? What was going on? What was he so tired for? I want answers.
I want answers because this is what happened to Leah and Michelle.
Michelle, I that's what you missed on Glee.
On Glee. I'm leaving that in. Leah and Miguel, they were talking about how their moments of like real connection and like intimacy and romance got edited out as well. And so I think that we were missing a lot of stuff. And so every time we saw them, it felt like we jumped like 10 steps ahead. And I just feel like by that last episode, they knew each other better than the other 3 couples did. Like even Amaya and Brian, and maybe that's just because I don't speak their language and like, and
I was going to say,
I mean,
you
like,
are
their
fluent in
metaphors
Spanish.
don't always land with me. And they didn't speak Spanish to each other at all.
No.
Except when he quoted Bad Bunny in his speech. Did anyone else catch that? I loved
it. I loved it. I also loved Brian's dad. At different points in the background, he was hugging everybody and jumping in a circle. Like
if you don't think I captured that, my little peanut Ace and him jumping up and down, I got it.
Just 2 little jumping beans up and down. So cute, so sweet. Amaya's stepdad looks 25 years old.
But her mom also looks really young. I know her mom had her young, but her mom is like, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Amaya has a brother that's 1 year old from her mom. So it's a very young, I mean.
Okay, can I ask you all a question? This is my question about Family Day. If you were on Love Island and your parents came to the villa.
Our parents would not.
They would have to send the sisters because our parents would not show up. We would be disowned from the family. And no way we're in a bikini.
I like to think.
Because that's the most embarrassing thing.
Okay. Second question. My first question is, all these parents saying proud. Now,
never.
My mom, I think my dad would never do this. My mom and my brother would come. My brother would immediately take the shirt off his back and wrap it around my body and go, that's enough. And that's my younger brother, to be clear. My mom would have been like, he's cute. Good work. But like, girl, enough is enough. She would not be using the words proud. And if the man I was with came to meet my mother and didn't put a shirt on, it would be a wrap.
It would be over. And I just know, like, proud would not come up because, listen, like, I'm proud of them for putting themselves out there as a stranger.
Sure.
If I'm your parent, I'm not seeing much behavior that I'm, like, quote unquote proud of. Like, I'm just not. And maybe that's like our own Catholic guilt and our, like, you know, Catholic conservative parents. Like, I just feel, where do they find these parents? And it's that required to raise people who want to go on these shows anyway.
Well, maybe that's what it is. But everyone was like, Shelley's dad. I was like, Shelley's dad had an absolutely normal reaction. He was quiet. He was quiet. And that was the most supportive thing he could do.
Yeah. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. I would have, like, for whoever was in the villa would have cut, like, for us three, would have come with a note from our mom that said, "We'll talk when you get home."
It would have said, "We'll talk when you get home." Too much butt. Too much butt.
Yeah, too much butt. Too much butt. I'm praying for you.
Unladylike.
Clearly, my prayers are unanswered. Unladylike. Too much tongue.
No, well, the tongue. It's all too much.
Did call him out, though.
It's all too much.
You did call him out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got a Nicholas, and she got a okay. And that okay was, we were going to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
But she was so happy to see her future daughter-in-law. Yeah, I think she was like, okay, we'll let that go. Tell me more about Olandria.
Let's focus on the good. And, like, you know, this is what I wanted the whole time. I'm watching him, you know, sleep with Sierra, and I'm just wanting it to be Olandria instead. Because there are clips of Nick's parents cheering whenever Nick and Olandria are kissing. Like, they've been in on it the whole time. Yeah. They're so excited. I love the mom being the one to be like, the nickname is Nick Olandria.
And I was like, not quite, honey, but...
Not quite, but we love you. You're from Jacksonville, Florida. You did the best you could with the name.
Did the best you could. She did the best.
And I also laughed when, I think her name was Kiara, Chris's sister, when he goes, "What was the last thing you guys saw?" And she goes, "When you folded."
Like, that would never happen. Maybe they would just send my brother by himself.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what would have to happen.
Like, last season on The Bachelor, when everyone was like, I can't believe no one from Dina's family wanted to come meet The Bachelor. It's like, she's like, they must not be very close. I'm like, no, my family would also not come meet The Bachelor. They would be like, you're not getting engaged to this man. You don't know him. I'm not meeting him. Like, see you later.
Unfortunately, I do think my mom would also be an ace defender. And so I think she hates reality TV, but I know what she thinks of people, and I think she would find him cute. That's the problem.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, she's just a girl.
And at the end of the day, he's adorable. Like, he's
Come on.
cute. With his little big-ass hat and his tiny little body.
I can't wait for him to put the Yankee symbol back on the hat. I can't wait. Please. I know that felt good.
It needs decoration. It's like, how many of these nondescript caps can we look at? Like, I need something on the cap.
Yeah.
Or no cap. He's not balding.
Yeah.
It was for height.
I think it was just I don't know. It was
always a little high.
A little high.
A little high.
It's like his little blankie. You know, he's got his
he
hat
went into
on.
The hideaway
he feels
with
invincible
it
with
on.
his hat on.
Oh my God.
He did go to the hideaway with it on.
He did. He read his little poem with it on.
The poem was sweet. I literally wrote, like, Ace and Shelley are winning me over. Like, I thought that was sweet. Do not become exclusive in this villa, because then you're packing your fucking bags. Like,
this villa especially. My God.
This was not Love Island.
I don't know what it was, but I enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed the friends we met along the way. Even the enemies we met along the way.
I'm still enjoying the Nick Olandria TikTok.
There you go.
I've watched an embarrassing amount of them with Taylor Swift songs behind them. And I'm going to continue to enjoy those for however long I feel.
Perfect.
However long I feel. I did, when I saw the TikToks and I was like, where's everyone getting this content? And everyone was like, Snapchat. I did follow them on Snapchat. I did. I'll admit that here. To this community.
Are they bringing Snapchat back? Is this the power that the two of them have?
I'm like, Nick, the aunties want to help you, but like, please don't bring me back to Snapchat. But like, I'm here.
I still use it. I'll follow them on there.
But like, I'm sure you use it to like snap your sisters and like your best friends, as do I. But like checking someone's Snap story, I haven't done that since I was like stalking a boy when I was 22.
Like going to that main page is such a dark place. I'm like,
dark.
That's not something that
there
I
were
need
people
anymore.
there that I've never seen. I haven't seen in years, but Nicholas is right there.
Nicholas, right at the top.
She's like, I need to get my fix
Follow.
for the day.
I might have to do that. Check in. I might have to do that.
Yeah, it's a good watch.
Honestly, like them, people are like, we are so hungry for crumbs when he's like, yeah, we lay in bed watching them. People are like, they're in bed together. Like,
he's in the airport. I'm like, that's
I'm like, we all need to get a life so fast. And then like watch Beyond the Villa and I'm like, oh, I'm parasocial with these people too. Like I have not forgotten about them.
We can never forget.
Can never forget about them. Okay, before we say goodnight to season 7, does anyone have any final thoughts?
Wow, we're tapped.
No. Honestly, I feel free. As much as it was fun, I feel free. If Peacock wants to give me a job, like reviewing profiles, I'll do it. I'll do that contract work to make next season better. People being like, that's it. Come on, don't be fair weather.
Yeah,
season 8's going to be better. It's going to be better.
UK has been through this. UK season 10 sucked. It was horrible. It had everything like this going on. Their season 11 has really hit a stride that we're back. I think we will get there. I think when you get 115,000 applicants or something, let's just try to weed out the racists. I don't know.
Also, what
That's just
about
my
like
general
normal
note.
hot people not trying to be
fun.
influencers already hot people? Because I think we ran into the problem of
that's what
a
I'm
lot of
saying.
them knew each other because they're either models or have been to influencer events together and all these things. And it's like, well, if we have people that are all saying they all know each other, then you pulled from a very small pool. Let's get normal hot people. Where are my teachers and engineers?
We have full-time jobs.
Accountants who are hot.
Not a teacher.
Yeah,
a teacher can go for 6 weeks to the villa.
It's true.
A high school teacher, listen, as someone who taught for a hot minute, there are plenty of teachers that would enjoy Island Villa. Get a teacher.
Yep.
I think there's also like corporate girlies that work somewhere fun.
Yeah. Take a sabbatical.
Take a 3
Come
months
on.
off. Yeah. I'm in love with
Take a
that
sabbatical.
No, I know.
But take a sabbatical. I don't know. Send a journalist.
Send a journalist.
Send a journalist.
Oh my God, send a journalist would be great because then we get questions.
Send a therapist.
Any real freelance person is up for grabs.
Also, like a doctor with his own practice. I'd watch a hot doctor in the villa.
We'd have to age up the villa, which I also think could solve a lot of these problems. Listen, maybe I'll get in trouble for this. I think the 22 to 24-year-olds, their online profiles are too big. There's always going to be some shit to find. We maybe just skip them.
Okay, but Mary, here's the thing. As a single girl in her 30s, like, if a man I'm not interested in is like, can I pull you for a chat? I'm going to be like, no, thank you. I'm wearing my head to toe linen. I'm not walking around in a bathing suit. Like,
No.
I'm not doing it. I have period cramps. I'm lying in the bed. Like, it's just like, no one's going to tell me nothing. Because like, how old are those producers? I'm going to look them dead in their eyes and be like, sorry.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll call your mom. So that's why they have to be a little
It's true.
young to be like, to want to do this right. Because at this point, I'm old and I'm jaded and I'm not. Those challengers, I would just never. I would sit every single one of them out.
I got this video today that was like, this guy does these videos where he's like the weird inner voice inside of the Love Island producer's head. And he's like wearing like this outfit. He's like, oh, yes, but what if we covered them in liquid and we made them smooch and I could watch? It's like, that was really like the ethos of all the producers this season. They also get, sometimes they get 5 hours of sleep. Sometimes they get 2 or 3 and they still look hot after. And that's not happening to people that are 27 to 32. That's just not happening to us anymore.
No.
And so for them to look that good on 2 hours of sleep, I think that's a skill reserved for the very young. And maybe that's the other benefit.
Yeah, I don't know. I do think like the weaponized therapy talk, all of that stuff that like Gen Z struggles with, I do wish we could like deal with that in a better way. But I also just know that like we would not be entertained.
No.
If like my peers were on Love Island.
Because they really have been to therapy, so they'd be taking too much time to think about things.
I
mean,
was
we're
just
seeing
going to
that
say that.
on Bachelor in Paradise, is that some of these people are so over therapized that they are frozen in action because they don't want to make like a rash decision like they used to. And while I support that from my friends and my loved ones, that's not good TV. As frustrated as I get by it, that's just not good TV.
Yeah.
Like,
you also have a lot of
Worse
people
on
in
the
their
other side.
30s on Bachelor in Paradise.
No.
When they started saying their ages, I didn't realize because we've been watching the show for so long that I'm like, oh yeah, like they're in their 20s and then they're like, I'm 33. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And now I'm watching and I'm like, I'm a little bored, but it's also what we're talking about is that people in their 30s are like, I found someone, I'm locked in, I'm not playing the rest of the games, you know? So.
No.
but what if they had to kiss while in a tiny little outfit? It's like that just was the whole season, was like, how can we make out with the most people possible? And I don't miss that. I don't miss seeing their tongues all the time. I don't think I ever will.
The tongues. I will say, when Alandria and Nick kiss now, it looks a lot better than when Alandria was kissing previously.
Well, her previous partner was
This is for
old Pex McGee, Taylor. Eric's doing
this is why I need like different hope. Like, I just need people to ask these questions. Why is that man kissing like that?
I don't know. I just see an inexperience with women in all ways that Taylor acts. And I think the kisses are also that. Like, his way of communicating with them is very babyish. And then he kisses them like he's watching The Little Rascals. And that's how like Darla and whatever his name is kiss.
There's
Alfalfa.
Oh my God.
But alas, so that's a wrap. We'll be back recapping the reunion, obviously. All right, well, who's going to be broken up by the reunion? That's the final thing I want.
Iris
I want
and Pepe, because they already going down a dark hole with the TJ meeting up thing.
Yeah.
I feel like by the reunion, they'll still kind of at least be like, we're doing long distance. They're going to be so busy. Like, that's the thing. Like, they're just going to be living their lives. I don't think they can meet up with other people or even get into fights. They're going to be doing brand deals up their ass. So I think Amaya and Brian might still be together.
That's true.
And I think Nick and Alandria probably will too.
I think Ace and Shelly will definitely be together.
Yeah.
And
I think Ace and Shelly will be together. I think Taylor and Clark too.
What I want for Clark is by the fall for her to be doing a get ready with me to watch my man in the NFL play.
Come on. Come on, Mary. I agree.
She's that kind of pretty where she's wag pretty. And
she's super.
Not rodeo wag. And I want
I saw right before I joined you all here today. I saw a clip of Taylor talking about his basically his grandpa like invented a type of rodeo.
Really?
So I think he's like
He's rich.
cowboy rich.
Yeah.
So for that, I don't know. I think Clark's gonna wait around and figure out she can be living that Yellowstone life, and I think Clark could do that.
I think give her a paved walkway out to the stable. She'll go saddle the horses.
A nice sweater to wrap her body around, and she holds her wine and looks at the plane.
Horses
do that.
Ever seen.
Full beat.
The aesthetic will be great. Full beat.
Full beat.
But you guys know Taylor was on another reality show, right? That never came out. Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
And he knows,
so he knows
Tyler Cameron
because Tyler Cameron's girlfriend Tate was supposed to be on this show as well, and it was supposed to be about like I think cowgirls and cowboys, if I'm not mistaken, about like and Taylor was on the show, but I guess he like never made it to air. So he's been in the reality space for a minute, and I'm assuming producers from there probably somehow gotten involved in Love Island. But yeah.
I wish he stayed on that show because he is hotter with clothes.
Hot.
Yeah,
He's the hot.
He's so he's so little, and
when he wears the clothes and they fill him out and he pulls those dreads back, I'm like, I see the vision, Alandria. I see the vision. Unfortunately, not the guy for you, but I see the vision.
Yeah, it just was like a little boy and like a grown woman, and Nick is a little boy too, but in a different way to me. Like,
but there's something within.
Yeah. He's been to 44 countries. Like he's seen the world, and Alandria is still the most beautiful woman he's ever seen. And I think that's special.
I'll never get over that in a million years.
And if I'm Sierra is still trying to pretend that she's like so cool girl about it. She supports Nick and Alandria. I would not be cool with this. You are not cool with this. Like, if my like regal, gorgeous friend who looks like the most beautiful leopard cat I've ever seen in my entire life
literally
stole my man without even trying or even noticing that she had this effect on him, and as soon as I'm gone, he doesn't think he says in an interview he didn't think about leaving with me for a second.
And with Alandria, I'm smiling from ear to ear. That's what he said. Maybe she asked me if I'm her dream girl. I don't remember. But with Alandria, I'm smiling ear to ear. That's what that man said.
Yeah. And like, she's not a dream girl because she's reality to me now. And that is crazy. Like,
Sierra needs to go take that jade crystal, bathe it in the moonlight, and pray somebody else comes. Because it really isn't Nick. It really is not.
Yeah, just make sure your friends aren't holding any space for slurs because there's...
Oh my God.
Yeah.
In your empathy sweatshirt. And like she already stepped in it again because she...
No, really?
A not nice name. I've been calling them the Huda Hive. A not nice name for the Huda fans out there has been Hood Rats. That obviously has some negative connotations associated with it. Sierra used that to describe, because I guess she didn't okay, not Siri, Sierra. My phone was just recording me. Sierra was tagging people in a post and didn't tag Huda. And she was like, oh, before the Hood Rats come after me.
Oh, God, girl, come on.
Huda wouldn't let me tag her. I actively run an account that does not like Huda, that gets seen by the person running Huda's account. I can tag Huda and everything I want. So I don't know for what reason Sierra can't tag her, or if Sierra didn't try. That's separate. But also to use that name.
Oh, no.
Babe, you're holding space for another slur.
Also, people were...
Oh, God. Do we think Sierra's going to be at the reunion? Or is she, like, off the show, like she can't be there?
I don't know.
That's a good question. I don't
Andy
know.
Cohen's done interviews with worse, right? Like, he's had worse situations. So there's a possibility they allow her to come. But if they do...
Or do they do like a separate, like Andy sat down with Sierra separate and we get a little clip and then they all kind of react?
I think that that's likely. I don't know, because this is what we talked about last week that got cut, is like, I I don't think she's like a bad person. I don't think she's gonna be like a habitual, we lost Sarah. She's gonna
Sorry.
be a
Reading a text.
oh, wait, she's on her phone.
Got really dark there for a second.
It did. Anyway, I don't think Sierra's going to be like a habitual racist. I think she's going to do her. I mean, she clearly already didn't do her best, but she's going to, try and be very cautious and think
I would
about
agree.
everything she says. So having her back on the show versus like having Ulyssa there. Ulysses obviously is not coming. Having Chris there, who's like an asshole and Tory Lane supporter, like where's the line? Like,
Yeah, I just
I don't
wonder
know.
if like it's more like contractual. Like
Yeah,
if
once
she
you
gets,
remove
you know
someone.
what I mean? Like once you remove someone, like what does that mean? Less of like where do we draw the line? Because I mean, this whole thing is a disaster. But like, I just wonder what that means. And like, part of me does kind of want to see Nick have to like close that loop so he can move on with the light of our lives.
Yeah. I mean, I think he can close it without her.
I mean, he definitely already has.
Yeah, it might be kind of brutal to watch, but I think, yeah, I agree. Like, I would love to see him close the loop, but I feel like it's again back to those rules about like when there's money involved and removing different players for different reasons. Like, her and Nick could have won, and so if they removed her from the money, can they bring her back for a part that's not?
She's getting
incentivized?
dragged
I don't
again
know.
though because she made a video not for like anything racist, but like she made a video that like you're about to enter the Love Island villa with like the date and stuff, and people are like her nail polish is exactly the same as her empathy video. So did she really make this before going in the villa, or is she making the videos now to try and like make herself seem more relatable after everything that occurred?
I don't know, but people need jobs.
Oh my! These people can't be employed. They can go to the villa next year. Like, well, it's people that polish.
It's actually such a good idea. Like, everybody picking fight. This will be an insufferable season, but everyone who has time to pick fights in my comments, go sign up for the villa. You clearly are not being like entertained in your daily life.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, Sarah needs to just stay off the internet.
And I thought she would. Like, I thought she would take a
Yeah,
break.
we did.
She hasn't, and it's not.
To
It's
the point where
backfiring,
people are
so
noticing her nail polish. That's how
we'll
far
see.
it's backfiring.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well.
But alas. Okay, so let's talk beyond the villa.
Let's talk about it.
There just is something different about this cast. Like, even the like losers of the group, like I didn't care to see Connor. He's still like 10 times more charismatic than like most of the guys that we had this season. And Connor's beefing with me in my DMs. So for me to say that, that's very generous. Yeah. I made a
Connor,
meme about...
please.
Me.
As Leah would say, spare me.
Spare me.
Spare me.
Honestly, I wish I thought to say that back to him, because I made a meme about how Connor confidently says that whoever he's dating is going to get thrust into the limelight, and he's trying to be very cautious about their private life. I was like, I wish I had the confidence of yeah, exactly. I wish I had the confidence of Connor in being so sure that me dating someone would spiral their life into the limelight. And his response was, well, a TikTok about us hard launching got 1.5 million views and every major outlet covered it. I was like, okay, don't give me stats. And the girl he hard launched with is Carmen from season 5. She's also on the show. So that's such an insult to her to be like, wow, being with me would really change her life. Like, she was one of the stars of her own season.
Oh my God.
And before that, the other person he dated was Katie Maloney from Vanderpump Rules. You're not the famous person in either of those situations.
The audacity of man is really something.
So I stand by it. I wish I had the confidence of Connor insisting that dating him would thrust a woman into the limelight, and she just wouldn't be ready for that.
Jesus.
I mean, we see PPG off the bat altogether being adorable. Like, Kenny and Janae have some manufactured drama coming up that they live in apartments next to each other, not in the same apartment.
I'm not mad at that.
I think that sounds great. Like, if you're first dating,
my dream date, cute,
and he knows that. If you were first dating, these people don't know each other that long. They've been together for a year now. Like,
yeah, that's crazy to think about. Whoa, that's crazy to think about.
We still thought Kamala could win it all when they were in the villa. Like, actually, no, we had Biden as the candidate when they were in the villa.
Yeah, no, it was that long ago. It was a different America.
It was a different America. And I miss it. And so they don't live together yet, which I feel like is a smart thing to do. And they live right next door to each other. They're trying to make it like this whole drama. I don't think that's really going to work.
Yeah, I mean, Janae's like, I wanted to live with you. And he's like, oh, but I wanted space from you. And they're like, we're having a fight. That was amicable.
Okay. Let's go pray over it and go to church. Like, they're just two little churchgoers.
Yeah, the drama is not really. There's no drama really to be had, is there? And the Kaler and Liv it on. Oh God, help me.
The blondes are truly out-blonding themselves by the fight being about, you didn't tell me you got glam.
Insane.
And you didn't tell me you got a spray tan.
I'm like, I literally thought I missed something. I was like, what did I miss?
I'm like, is it like Vanderpump? It's not about the pasta and the pasta is cocaine. Like, is the spray tan something else?
Maybe.
It's not pasta.
It's not about the pasta, Lala. I think that they might have like underlying competition with each other that's now popping up in the form of, you didn't tell me about this, you didn't tell me about this. I've never been a Liv fan. She just didn't do it for me. She came for PPG in a lot of ways, and then after the villa was like, oh, they're my best friends, I love them, whatever.
Oh my God, yeah.
Kaler's gonna hook up with Aaron. That much is obvious. She already invited him back to her apartment.
I was like, he looks better with his hair
immediately.
Like this. He was depressed.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
It's hard to
There's
watch him on the
sadness
show.
behind his
He's
eyes.
very he's not well in the show. So it's a little hard to watch, but get over it, Aaron. I'm like, you did bad things.
I never thought I'd say this, but I miss Rob. Why is it Rob on Beyond the Villa?
Because he lives in a trailer in Alabama.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
and he's on Traders.
I wonder if he couldn't do like two takeout shows back to back. Like, if contractually, like,
I don't know.
they had to keep separate.
He said Traders was way more fun. He loved Traders. And
Maybe.
he said it was way better than being in the Love Island Villa. So I'm curious how the season goes for him.
Yeah.
I mean, Traders looks like the most fun. Like, you're prancing around a castle in cool outfits. You're getting regular sleep. Like,
Yeah.
You're sleeping 8 hours because they have housewives in there. They're not getting out of bed. Like,
No.
they need their time. But I guess they let Maura Higgins
you're
go
right.
on Traders, and then she came back to After Sun.
She-
As much as and back to Love Island USA. As much as I
missed
love
Maura.
Sophie Monk, I was very glad to see Maura. She just brings like a flirty vibe.
I love more.
She's
to
also
After
so
Sun
beautiful
that I
to
think
look
we
at.
just like
Not that
needed.
Sophie isn't, but like Maura's just so
I know, I
stunning
love
to
her.
look at.
She's the ultimate bombshell.
I love her.
I love her.
More Higgins.
Yeah, I mean, I still get chills watching Cordell and Serena win. Like that opening piece of them winning, I was just like full body chills. I was like, we'll never have this again.
Yeah. They're like my favorites of like ever. I'm obsessed with Serena, but also Cordell because he's just like the nugget of all nuggets, but also low-key very smart, I think, and very emotionally intelligent. And they just seem happy and they seem fun. And like, they truly seem like a young couple that's been dating for a year. Like the vibes just feel good.
They never stop laughing. Like the whole time they're like making fun of each other back and forth. They have like inside jokes. Like, you know, they're sitting there giggling, and Kendall's like, must be fun to be in a good relationship, huh? And it's like,
get Kendall off my screen.
If I have to hear nasty one more time, I'm like, it wasn't funny then.
Yeah,
it's not
and
funny
him
now.
hitching his ride to Liv, I'm like, really?
And
that's who you're gonna like do everything with?
God, I know. And then like Nicole is coming for a visit this season.
Cares? Literally, who cares? If Ace was my client this season, last season, I was the biggest Kendall hater from the jump. I cannot. He sets me off. He's so, and this is rich coming from me, but he's so goddamn loud. I just think he's screaming. He's screaming about nothing.
He's loud and condescending. So it's like a tough combo where it's like, he's truly a person that's like, if I'm louder, I'm right. And it's like, it just is not true for him. Like
I'm sorry.
Out a journey of her apartment.
The distraction I'm showing, the lack of commitment. I needed a charger. It's unprofessional.
No, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I don't care to rehash the issue with the video that happened to Kendall last year because it made me feel icky then. It makes me feel icky now.
Agreed.
I don't like it being used as a point of drama because what happened to him was a serious violation. And like what Nicole did in exposing it was also a serious violation. And so I just don't want to see them rehash it again.
Me neither.
For the sake of him being on the show in a way that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I miss Rob. It's so weird.
I just miss Rob. Problem is, and like why it's like, I love them so much, but it's like, there's just not really a purpose to this show besides the fact that we all, I wish they did it like they do Summer House.
Yeah.
Where it was like, we got to see their like real lives of the week, like what the girls are doing, all their brand deals, all their fun. And then on the weekend, they like go to a house and like kind of relive the vibes. Cause then I think there would be drama and fights and like different things, all of them living in one place again. But this is like, I don't know. It just feels like, I don't know what we're going to get. And I don't need to rehash anything. Like I feel complete.
It's lived. We got it all figured out. I totally agree with you. Like when Kenny and Janae were in their apartment next to each other, I was like, oh, why don't they all live in this building? Like, why didn't they put everybody? And I know Leah and Miguel live at her parents' place in Calabasas, and it would probably be hard to drag her out of there. But for the sake of the show, she'd probably do it for the weekends. Like, have them go to like Lake Arrowhead or Lake Tahoe or something and have a big ass house.
Honestly, Summer House needs a new rebrand. Anyway, Summer House.
Yeah.
Honestly, somebody, Peacock, call me. Literally
Sahara.
call me. I'm ready to help. You need help.
Getting the ideas out for free. So
I'll help you. You don't even have to pay me all that much. Just let me do it. And it's not clocking to them, as my boy Beebs would say.
You're standing on business.
What they need to do. I'm standing on business.
To you now. I agree. I think that this is like it's just short-sighted where it's like they just want them on the screen again, like it'll work out. And I'm like, I need it to be a little grittier than this. This is too like polished and it's just not for me.
No, yeah.
But I'm gonna keep watching though because I'm sick.
Sure.
I'm ill. I can't have a moment's peace. I am ill.
No. Okay.
Right,
are you guys talking UK now?
I think we have to talk UK now.
Okay. Should I give my first episode
Make
thoughts?
Prediction.
Yes.
And we can laugh.
So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Okay. I love UK. Famously, it's hard for me to remember anyone's name. So help me out.
We'll do our best.
I'm like the blonde one with the Botox. Okay, no.
Doesn't help, unfortunately.
Okay, so Shakira She's either going to be my newest client or my worst mortal enemy, because she's already doing too much. Like, it's just too much. The energy you're putting off is strange to me when everyone else just, it feels down
She'll be
here.
a client.
The reason.
Yeah, you love a misunderstood 22-year-old. So I think.
Okay, I do. That's why I said she's my client or my arch nemesis.
Yep.
I'll take another client.
Yeah.
Because Ace is doing fine now. Everybody seems to like Ace so much now. Anyway. Okay, so Shakira,
Alima.
the black woman's name, Alima, gorgeous. And this is why UK pissed me off. And I'm so glad we had season 6, because that man, Blue, or whatever the hell his name is, big out and being like, my type is big boobs, big butt, naturally pretty. And looking at that woman and being like, you're not my type.
I
Racist.
agree.
Yeah. Because his naturally pretty
Yes.
is a white girl with filler. He
Right.
doesn't know what that looks like. Because
Right.
Alima, you'll see her in the heart rate challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The men are just like, cannot believe she's real. Like, ugh.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so that's going to bother me all season, but she's stunning. None of them knowing what a project manager was sent me. When they were like, is that 9 to 5? I'm like, what kind of projects? Like, what? I'm like, what? Why don't you all know what that is?
At least they have real jobs.
They are not a.
But I don't know what those jobs are. It brought me back to, what's the season where she's like, Ireland is a county? What's the
I think that was 5. And I live in Essex, and Essex is a country. No.
No.
But then what's a continent?
That's I'm really concerned for all of you. Okay. So, those two, the motivational speaker,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Doing a lot.
She's not long for this world.
I could tell. That is what I mean when I'm saying the 30-somethings. Because isn't she like 29? I'm like,
Yes.
This woman's been through trauma. She's working through her trauma. And now she's on Love Island. I'm like, girl, this isn't for you.
No, and there, because, not to be any way towards people's jobs, there is a taxi driver there who doesn't.
And a gardener.
And a gardener. And we later find out that the taxi driver doesn't know what the word humble means. And I think that in so many ways, she's out of her bounds there.
Yeah. Also, okay, this is where I start losing the names. But the one who was like, I don't like a rugby player, and then ran to the
Helena.
side of the rugby player. What's going on?
God.
Helena.
Like, the intelligence level is just low. What is going on, girls?
This is my visual impression of Helena. She's just sitting there with her mouth open the
She's
whole
gotta have the
time.
driest mouth. Like,
And
it's
it does
always
not
open.
stop. Oh,
Yeah.
her teeth are sandpaper. Like,
Okay, and then the girl that I think who I liked from the beginning is the
She's
little
great.
Irish one.
Yeah, I love Megan.
Yeah. The men were doing absolutely nothing for me.
The only one who does anything for me is Connor, but that's because I love the Irish and I love a rugby player. I just cannot help myself.
Okay, Connor was cute. And then when the American walked in, I was like, oh, good God, help us, Jesus.
How did we end up with like the worst of both coasts? It's like she's originally from Connecticut, but she also lives in Vegas right now.
I was like, oh my God.
But like what I found this season is like they're so not direct with each other that the American being in there and being so American and brash, I was like,
Yeah.
you did kind of need this energy. She wouldn't be my cup of tea. I would not be calling her to hang out.
Right.
But like, she's not the last person in that villa that I would want to hang out with. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So where would you guys rank this in like compared to other Love Island UK seasons? Like, how much are you enjoying it? How much
So,
are you not?
It's not 5. So it's not like Maura Higgins, Molly. It's not that far below 8, which was like
Yeah.
Ekin-Su and Davide.
The drama's
Oh.
there. The formula
Yeah.
is working.
Now,
The people are being messy. And it's good.
it took a minute to build, but, you know, we're now post-casa.
Okay.
We haven't seen the fallout from movie night. We saw movie night most recently. And, you know, it's there. It's like,
And
you
they
know,
did Casa the normal way.
They did Casa the normal way.
Mm-hmm.
They did movie night the normal way.
The heart rate challenge the
Sorta.
normal way.
The normal way, one, you know, everyone in a chair, one by one.
Come on.
Just, that's all I need. It's a simple formula and it works, and just give it to us. And like maybe throw in a weird twist here and there, but I don't need like the twist should be a shock dumping, not
Right.
12 more people get added to the villa and now it's like an unsustainable amount of characters to follow.
I mean, I don't like if any of those Casa girls from this season show up at the reunion. I don't know their names. Someone said the name Graceland, and I said, "Who's that?"
Who's Graceland? They're gonna bring Graceland to like confront Huda about the letter or whatever, but like
Barry, you're actually speaking gibberish. What? What?
it's
Oh, she's the one that said, like that wasn't a joke.
That
Like
was-
I
well,
genuinely
that was
didn't
Pepe's
know.
second blonde. So it was
That's-
Hannah, Grayson, and then he had
Yeah.
Iris, the second of the 3 blondes. See,
Blonde number 2. And she was with TJ at the beginning. Wasn't she?
That was Vanna.
Oh, I don't know the difference.
Whoops.
Ooh. Sun girls.
Sorry to all the blondes in that villa. Sorry, Pepe.
Whoopsie.
Well, Sahara,
Well-
we hate to see you go.
I know. I'll go and I'll watch more
Okay.
Love Island UK, and I'll text you, Mary, and
Okay.
I'll keep you updated with
And
myself.
we'll have you back if you're ever able to catch up.
I would love that. And
That's
I
motivation.
can do, and you know what? I could do that.
I got
I-
time now.
I got time between
Your
watching. My client is good. I do have to keep up with my Nick and Alandria edits and Nick
Yes.
Snapchat, but
Perfect.
besides that, I'm free.
Yep, you're free, and your client Shakira needs you because the UK public doesn't understand her.
Oh no!
But
All right.
she's a more deserving client than Ace, I'll say.
That really is
She's
the
just
only
22.
thing.
So is Abe. So
we can
is
never forget. We can never forget.
Ace's
Huh.
but Ace was in high school
Yeah.
during the
COVID.
pandemic.
and we were almost fully
Think about it
functioning
like that.
adults with jobs during that time, and Ace was in high school.
Yep. Trump has been president for his
Set.
entire adult life,
Set.
pretty much.
What's the point to do? What's the point to do? He's not devil at all. Shelly will help
Shelly will help him. Shelly will help him.
until she gets tired of it and finds herself a New
Ooh,
York
yes.
man. I want to think. Yeah.
All right. Shelly and Josh Hart
Yes,
just bring
please.
it to my doorstep.
Feed me, please.
Please. Please.
Oh my God. All right. Well, sisters, this was a blast.
This
As
was
someone
so
with no
nice.
sisters, I wish my brother watched
You're welcome to join us anytime to discuss.
Love Island too. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks for making me laugh.
Talk to you guys
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
So, thank you, Sahara, again for coming. It's always a joy. We have to move on to my other joy right now, which is Love
Can I
Island
just
UK.
say though, she's hilarious. Like she is one of
I
the
wept.
funniest people ever.
Yeah, she
So
should have
I
her own
really
show.
like- she needs to podcast.
yeah. Yeah.
I would listen. I would subscribe to everything that she's doing.
Because I was like so anti Ace before talking to her. And then, like, you know, she talks about it for like 10 minutes. And you're like, oh, I'm kind of like persuaded. Like, that's powerful. Yeah, she was great. Okay, so we are in Love Island UK, where we left off, is basically heading into Casa, the beginning of Casa.
Okay.
The girls don't yet have their boys at the point where we left off. Why the boys got an extra day with the girls and the girls just sat there for a whole day, I don't understand. It's sexist and rude.
I don't understand either because every year the girls need more egging on to cheat, the boys don't. So why give them an extra day? It makes no sense.
The boys need no incentive, and just say back on movie night. Movie night went easy on the boys too, particularly Dijon.
Yeah. He got away scot-free practically.
Meg was always going to let him off the hook, but like, when he said my hope, like the hope, I hope this game is just to kiss Andrada, and that didn't make it in the clips. Like,
Yeah.
I I don't like this man. I don't like Meg either. Like, she got off way too easy at movie night. She's such a mean girl. Like, and there was barely anything about her. But it is hard to watch these women, her and Helena, keep forgiving these men.
It makes no sense at all. Like, they're turning to each other, being like, you really need to have a backbone if he does that again. And it's like, look in the mirror, babe, because both of you are being abused practically.
The call is coming from inside the house. Helena being like, Harry's being Harry. It's like, okay, when Maya got mad at her, like, at the recoupling after Casa, Harry has gone to Casa. He shared a bed with a girl, made out with her, talked about how good he'd make her feel, which is like his main move, like to promise that he'll be very good in bed. I'm not buying it. Like, I don't think that's true. You know, pulling her hair, being so intimate with her, basically promising to bring her back, and then just decides not to bring her back. And Helena laughs it off and is like, oh, I said I didn't miss Harry either, like, da-da-da. And Maya was like, are you really okay with this? Like, are you really okay with letting him, like, get away with this?
Yeah.
And
Maya was like, hand on hip, looking at her going, if my man went away for 2 days and was making out with another girl and came back, I wouldn't be as happy as you are. And Helena was just like, well,
I don't have any like standards for myself. I'm like, yeah. And like, Harry's ex came with Casa.
Yeah.
And she just basically sits there being like, yeah, no, Harry sucks.
I think so. I know that Emma was in Casa. She came back with Connor. Nobody like really felt too much into that. I think they're actually kind of cute together, but
Me too.
I do think she came in here because he's dangerous. And I feel like she came in almost to like spread the word and like stop people from hoping this man finds love because he is a master manipulator and it's scary.
And she went after her. She was like in friendships, in business, in relationships, things like this.
I think they have a property together and share a mortgage, and she's mad.
Because she said something about someone was like, oh yeah, you know, him and Helena act like an old married couple with a mortgage, and she was like, ugh, it's too close to home.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that she's there.
Me too.
Him and Helena deserve each other. Like, if she doesn't want to expect anything better, like your friend is telling you that you're being a doormat and you don't want to expect anything better from it, like there's no helping you really.
Maya Jama is telling you, hey, stand on business, stand up for this man, and you're not going to.
Yeah.
No one.
You're just going to ignore her? She's wearing underwear and a lace overcoat.
Yeah, they need a new stylist for her, but that's a whole other story.
That's a whole other thing. She'd be too powerful with Ariana's stylist, and I stand by that. Like Dijon and Casa being like, I miss my Meg. I don't believe you.
You do not miss my egg. You are flirting with everybody else. You even like Meg? You even know her? What's Meg's middle name, Dijon?
Yeah, and does she like you? Because I don't actually think she does. I think she just likes being in the longest standing couple. And for movie night to end and for her to say, well, now that we're exclusive, if he does anything like this again, then it's done.
She keeps moving the perimeter. She keeps moving where, now, if he crosses that line, then it's over.
Mm-hmm. But she never will. And Tony was like, he's not going to do it in front of your face. And like, Tony kind of being like, hint, hint, this is our movie night. Like, you're not going to get a chance to watch videos of him do this again.
Right.
Like, I don't know. And like, Meg calling Shakira a mean girl also. When all Shakira said was that Helena's bathing suit doesn't fit her.
Because it's not her bathing suit. It's Shakira's bathing suit.
They needed to show us Helena twice going, I'm going to talk to Harry today. Should I wear Shakira's bathing suit? That's fucked up. That's weird. That's
weird.
scary. That's weird.
I want to crawl into your skin and wear it like a suit.
I want to wear it like a suit.
Yeah, I mean, who are a couple post-casa and more? Like, because I feel like movie night didn't touch upon like anyone because Tommy and Lucy, like, there was no point because he didn't come up with Emily. What's her name, right?
Emily.
She went home.
I cackled when she was so confident that Tommy would not come back with anybody. And then she just gets dumped. And it's like, this is why the UK is working. Is like,
Yeah.
okay, don't couple after Casa. Goodbye.
Bye.
You're done with the show.
Georgie, so boring. Probably a nice dude. So boring.
See ya.
Bye. See ya.
Yeah, he said his favorite turn-ons were kissing and foreplay.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're for. That's what they are. That's not like a special link.
Oh, you
turn on. Yeah. Oh, I really like to kiss. It's like, okay.
Yeah. So backup, he like self-eliminated essentially because he could have brought a girl home from Kappa and stayed. Did not bring a girl home, and then Maya was like, "Okay, leave. Everybody's single. You can leave the villa now." I have heard though, back to Tommy and Lucy, that she sent a couple voice notes. Have you seen that?
No.
Before going to the villa, it's her amazing accent. I can't do it. I can't do a full
Scouser.
She sent a voice note to a friend. She's like, I'm in the hotel right now. I think I'm going to go in any day. I think my game plan, like I told them my top 3 boys, but I think my game plan is go for Tommy because everybody loves him. Like Meg got sent home when she was bad to Tommy. So I think if I stick with him, I could win. Yeah. Oh. Which
I believed her.
Serves Tommy a little right. Because
yeah.
He did jump ship real quick after pretending to be a gentleman and loving Emily, but that's, unfortunate.
Oh, I believed her. I thought she really liked him.
I know. I mean, in the age of AI, maybe it's fake.
It could be, but that would be kind of a random one to fake.
I know. I agree.
And we don't have that much of her voice.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's...
whatever.
I don't mind it, actually. Yeah, I don't like that the public dumped Meg because she explored another connection. And so enough sacrifices for Tommy. These are 2 women who went home because, and I'm not an Emily fan. You know, she did the same shit with Connor where like after one day she was so sure that they were all about each other that she didn't bother to get to know anyone else. And then she did the exact same thing with Tommy where they were coupled up for a couple days and she was like, no, I'm so secure in our relationship. And
the moral of the story of this season is nobody learns their lesson. And so we get to watch the same movie over and over again, which is actually pretty good TV.
And I'm loving it. And like, so then we also have Helena and Harry stayed together, which Harry coming back alone was such a joke, which we've already touched on. Meg and Dijon stayed together.
Also a joke.
Also a joke. They hate each other. I don't even know why we're doing this anymore.
Yeah, they fully hate each other.
They fully hate each other. Before we went to Casa, poor Shakira got stuck coupled up with Ben. Send Ben home.
Send Ben home. Nobody wants him.
Nobody wants him.
Andrada, who wants Dijon.
Yeah.
And they actually have chemistry. She does not have chemistry with Ben.
It's impossible to have chemistry with Ben because he's so stupid and he's mean. Like, the way he's speaking up during movie night and like coming like in the Casa recoupling, I'm like, he's just mean. He doesn't know how to respect people. Get him out of here. Like his only purpose, I loved that he's being used by Andrada. Like Andrada's using him to come back to the villa and he's like slowly figuring it out. But other than that, I need him gone.
Yeah. And everyone kind of just laughed at him. Like when he speaks up, everyone laughs in his face. Like they don't take him seriously. He needs to go.
No. Yeah, he's got to go. It's time. Who else do we have? Hold on, I'm gonna see.
Bless you.
That's you.
Thank you. Billy Kiss and Boris. I'm very glad that Billy Kiss
I kind of
got her own clip freeing her because she told the truth about Dijon. Dijon said to her on the date, me and Meg are not closed off. I'm interested in getting to know you. You're a gorgeous girl. Never did he say, Meg's my number one and I'm only thinking about her.
No.
That clip was wasted on Meg, but at least everyone else can know that Billy Kiss was not crazy.
I agree. I feel really bad for her. Like, she was handed a bad deal. I think anyone who flirts with Dijon gets sent home or gets villainized by Meg, and it's not fair.
Not fair at all. At least Boris is very hot.
Very hot. Will be fun for her for a couple
Yeah.
weeks, and that's enough.
And they'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Who else? We have Andrade and Ben, who we touched on.
Tony.
Shakira, Tony, and Cash. Tony. Let Harrison go.
Yeah.
That man does not like you enough to not talk to anyone else. Let him go. He doesn't deserve all of the leeway you're giving him. Her clips cut together were iconic. Like, I'm glad that everyone got to see that. It was so funny.
Like him constantly being like, do I look good? And she just constantly goes, no.
No, you don't. No.
Stop. Like every time he touches her, she says, stop. I think I feel bad for Tony, even though she's nutty. Like, it's not fair what he's doing, because he is.
Yeah.
Becca, he came back from Casa with another girl. He's all about this other girl. Doesn't want anything to do with Tony, but keeps flirting with Tony in very subtle, secret ways. And it's like just to stay in her head. And she like is telling everyone that this is happening and being like, I want him to say what he's doing so that like I don't look like the crazy bitter ex. And somehow people still think she's better. And she is, but like, come on.
But I think it's hard. Like Tony points out, Dijon and Harry and Harrison always back each other up.
Yeah.
And so when you have three people who are consistently backing each other up, it's very easy for them to sway the numbers to like, because with Dijon and Harry come Helena and Meg buying into whatever's going on, and then a couple of the other guys buying in. So it's very hard to tell the truth when these three are just going to be able to like lie no matter what. And it would make me feel crazy. Like, I think everyone's been with a Harrison at some point.
Yeah.
This guy who like behind everybody's back is like, I really like you. I still want to be with you, but X, Y, and Z's, why not? And you're like young enough to be like, oh my God, yay, Harrison. And then there's all this proof that he's like not telling the truth, and you just feel crazy when you point it out. I was feeling Tony and Cash, but now I feel like since she's back in front of Harrison, she's been pulling away.
I know. I feel like if Harrison made it up to her, and I put that in air quotes, because like he would do the bare minimum, and I do think she actually would take him back.
I think so too.
I don't think he will, but we'll see. Otherwise, yeah, I'd be rooting for Tony and Cash. Cash was very chill, very cool about that. He was like, I can't be mad at her for experiencing her emotions. She was good with me when she was with me. She's told me the truth. I can't ask for more.
Yeah. And I respect him for it.
You know. Shakira is with
Ty?
Ty,
who Helena went for after Shakira expressed interest.
Because of course.
That's not a coincidence. Helena, your obsession with Shakira is weird. Like,
it's super weird.
Let her live. Also, like, Shakira's not age shaming you. You are 30 years old. Are you really going to date a 23-year-old? Like, come on. Like, go with the other 30-year-old in the villa and just be happy together.
And just bring him back because Harry's doing weird shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she should have recoupled in Casa, Helena, or I don't know. I don't get her at all. She confuses the shit out of me, actually.
I mean, I think her before and after a plastic surgery maybe explains a little bit. Like, she had this extreme blow up, and now she doesn't know how to act with all this attention. And this is like, again, the downside of being the cool girl. Like, we saw this with Sierra a bit in US, trying to be the cool girl and staying above it. It's like, actually, that just ends up with you getting walked all over. Like, if you never demand anything you want, I just don't get how there's any coming back from you seeing a clip where he's telling Shakira, oh, if I was with you, I wouldn't even try the stuff that I'm trying with Helena because she lets me get away with it and you wouldn't. There should be no coming back from that.
I know.
That's like the meanest thing you can say to somebody.
And I think she came out of movie night being like, well, we just have to have a conversation. And that's it.
And he knows that. He knows that he's a manipulator. He knows how to pick his targets well. Like, yeah.
Men forget so quickly, like, that they were balding. Like, he was bald. He went and got a hair transplant, and he thinks he can run the world again. I'm like, wait, I'm sorry, no.
The ball is poking through too. He's
is.
doing a little comb forward. Him and Ben are trying to comb forward.
Yeah.
And they're not, they're sleeping on pillows that are not theirs and specifically styled to be able to keep your hair, and it's showing.
I agree. It's hard to find any of the men attractive, honestly. I don't think any of them are after seeing their personalities. I think like very sure they could be cute, they could like charm. None of them are charming. None of
No,
them are charming.
it's just Connor for me.
Yeah,
I do find Connor charming.
I don't think he likes Emma anymore.
No, he gets over it really. Like, he is a player.
Yeah.
He is a classic rugby boy. He gets over it very fast. He loves the chase. Except I actually do think he really liked Megan. And I think he just kind of lost his opportunity to be with someone that he really liked. And maybe they'll rekindle if he doesn't hit it off with Emma.
I really think they should. If he doesn't hit it off with Emma, maybe there's hope for like him and Shakira. These are the only two people I actually like. And then
Maybe.
if not, yeah, him and Meg can get together. She's already on like a white box boutique or whatever UK
She's so
brand
cute.
trip. Her and Alima were. So I'm like, actually, they're doing better.
Such babes. Yeah, they kind of they get a head start on the influencing stuff.
Yeah.
Such babes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm frustrated with them, but in like such a fun way. Like Helena's insane, but like the way she's moving is making great TV. Harry as well.
Well, like, no one's being abusive. Like I think that's the line that was missing with the US this year, is that the bad behavior that we saw and we were speaking out against was abusive and was bad. Here it's like everyone's just kind of being idiots and like a little bit mean to each other. So we're kind of back to like the OG formula of everything, which I love. Like, as annoyed as I get with Dijon, I don't really care if he's flirting with other girls and he lies about it. Like, he's supposed to.
No, it's absolutely hilarious. And then, of course, Meg takes him back, and we're just like watching, like, what are you doing?
You're an idiot.
TV.
Yeah. This is great TV. I'm so frustrated by you, but this is great TV. So if you're not watching UK and you have like a gap in your life from the void the US lived, just put it on in the background. Like, I think it's great.
I think it's great. It's amazing background noise as well. I live alone. You never have to be alone if you have La La Land on.
You could just be in the villa at all times. They're just with you at all times. I don't have too much to say about these episodes. I just enjoyed it. I don't know if you have anything else.
I agree. But nothing too crazy beyond, like, obviously movie night was fun, but it was also just mostly about like the way people are just talking shit. Like, it was less about the guys hooking up with other girls, and it was more just about like your friends are talking bad about you, and like, and we want you to know. Like, they were putting in clips from the day before just to be like, oh, and by the way, Helena was talking shit about her best friend Meg. And that was really great editing.
That was great because sometimes movie night is always weeks ago and they've kind of like resolved it and worked through it and whatever. For it to be yesterday, I was like, oh, they timed this perfectly. Like,
so perfectly. Yeah, I think the producers are locked in over there. They're like,
they know what they're doing,
cutting clips together, and they're doing a good job.
They know what they're doing. Like,
highly recommend.
It shouldn't be too early to have an eye on a winner, but like, who do you think's going for it?
Gosh, the thing is, I can't trust UK voters because they sent Megan home, but I don't know. Maybe Shakira could if her and Tyler figure it out.
Yeah, I feel weirdly like Billy Kiss and Boris have as much of a shot as anybody else, which is crazy. Like, for a post-casa couple, before Kai and Sanam, casa couples it was like unheard of that they would win it all. Now where we are with the season, we kind of went into casa very unsettled. There were not these like super strong connections. There's not these connections that like broke up that will now get back together, like India and Dami. I think like any couple who meets from here on out has just as good a chance as like anybody else. Because Meg and Dijon are the only OG couple and they can't win. Like, they can't win.
I guess that's fair to say. That's the one thing missing from UK. I don't actually think anyone is gonna fall in love on Love Island.
No. And like they used to, like I'm going, I get these like compilations every so often. It's like best post-casa reunions. And I was like, oh yeah, people used to like miss each other
They would
while they were
cry.
at casa.
Mhm.
They would cry. And someone pointed out that Liam and Millie kind of ruined the pattern of the show because he fully cheated in casa and she forgave him and they still won.
Yeah.
And so since then, it's kind of been like, well, Casa can just be something that happens and we get over
Yeah.
it. And it didn't used to be that way. Like Casa used to just end shit. Like,
yeah. Yeah, it didn't end ship beyond like Tommy. That was
No.
really it.
and no one's gonna miss Emily. She was so boring.
But it was great TV because it's hilarious what Helena is doing, and if they win, I just know exactly who the UK public are, and that's good for me to know.
Well, it'll be the same. If they win, it'll be when Jess and Sammy won.
Yeah.
And where
Yeah.
that was just white Facebook moms
Yeah.
rooting for that couple because their husbands treat them poorly. And they're like, well, it's fine if he's mean to her. It's just the whole vibe. And if they win, then that's
Yeah.
what's going on there.
I agree. Becky, you should catch up.
Yeah, you should catch up.
I will, now that I have time without USA on.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
goodbye, USA.
But you are
Okay.
a correspondent for Bachelor in Paradise, so
You are.
you did your homework.
So just as a
Okay.
brief intro to Bachelor in Paradise, we're recording this on Tuesday night. I have a company party tomorrow. I didn't have time to record tomorrow. I also didn't have time to watch 5 hours of Paradise. So next week, Indra and I will be talking about episode 3 and 4. We'll be able to dive deep into the arrival of our beloved Goldens, especially my Gary, who I love so much. But for the purpose of tonight, we're just talking about episode 2. And I think that'll be enough.
Definitely.
Okay. First note I have, the new intro sucks.
Yeah.
First note I have, the hotel being nice takes away from the struggle of paradise.
Yeah.
You're supposed to struggle in paradise. There's not supposed to be AC. You're not supposed to be comfy. You're not supposed to look hot all the time. And now they have the luxury of AC and looking hot all the time.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
feel like it ruins them being so like sweaty and bitter and like part of the character of paradise.
Yeah. And I think they could have done it at the old place because that portion that's just down on the beach where they recorded the show is only part of the resort. Where they have a lot of the fancy dates is at a resort that's also connected to it. And that's where they do the overnights and everything. You could have put the Goldens up at the nice resort and had pool parties up at the nice resort where they can all mix together and kept the young people sweaty down on the beach because that element is missing. And I think along with it, like the corny intro is gone. Like the like thrown together summer camp vibe of Bachelor in Paradise is what made it so endearing. And now we have like this remix of Almost Paradise and they have like they all look hot in their intro and I'm like, why does no one have a sunburn? Why is no one getting hit in the head with a frisbee?
Why is
Why is
no
there
one's
no-
hair like totally frizzy and out
Yeah.
of control because they've been in the heat all day?
Yeah, it's just not it's not working for me. Second note was Brian is such a loser. I hate this man.
I hate him.
I hate this man. We want to talk about all I keep hearing in the news is male loneliness epidemic, male loneliness epidemic, male loneliness. Men like this are mean. They deserve to be lonely.
Yeah.
He has a great date with Zoe. She gives him a rose. Once he gets the rose from her, he couldn't be more transparent that he got what he wanted and now he's done. He didn't even say hi to her picking up breakfast. And when she brings it up, he acts like she's asked him to get married. Like,
You know what I really hated is the
Mhm.
second she got relatively anxious or, started to express her feelings at all, he was like, whoa, 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 you're doing way too much. Like,
Yep.
what do you mean? And I hate men like that because it's like, you're not okay then with women expressing how they feel if it doesn't, like, pertain to you in a positive way. If it
Mhm.
at all paints you in a negative way, you can't take the criticism. They're too much, they're too clingy, they're too needy. And that was his immediate, like, go-to was she's too needy for me. I gotta back up. After you love bombed her for the entire week last week.
Yeah. And he was so transparent about it too. It's like when other people this is not uncommon that other people are waiting for other people to get to the beach. They at least have the decency to not treat the other person like shit or like they're crazy when they start questioning where their connection went. When he was like, I didn't get coffee or breakfast. This is just a little critical.
Critical?
You still have to say hi before getting your fucking breakfast. Like,
how hard is it for you to walk over to her, give her a side hug, and be like, I'm going to go get breakfast now. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yep.
That's literally bare minimum effort. Like, bare minimum.
Also, again, you slept in a bedroom, a big bed with an AC in your own room with a private toilet that didn't clog. You do not have a reason to be cranky in the morning.
True.
And
you probably got 8 hours of sleep.
Yep. And they used to have reasons to be cranky in the morning. You don't now. So goodbye. And flash forward, Brian goes on a date with Parisa. Him and Parisa make out a bunch. Blah, blah, blah. He picks Parisa.
Here's
and
the
Zoe
thing.
is headed home.
But all I want is for Parisa to find someone better, and he goes home. And the same thing that happened to Zoe happens to him, because that would be just poetic justice for Brian being the dick that he was all this episode.
It's what
my
he
entire
deserves.
note is that he's just an asshole and the exact man I hate. Like, if he came up to me, I would be so icked out by him. I hate that kind of man.
It's every loser you run into on the Jersey Shore. Like, just thinks they're like fucking big man on campus. They've been doing steroids for a little bit, and they're the most basic guy who just can't hold a conversation and thinks you were crazy for just bringing up any thought. Like, I
think he peaked in high school.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And like, how do you come to a beach with all these good-looking men and be that confident? I'm sorry. Like, you got it. You gotta go.
Honestly, in my opinion, and this might sound mean, he's the least attractive one.
Of course.
I look at him and I'm like, you're not even hot enough to act like this. Like,
and that might be personality based. Like, I don't know what he looks like really because I don't like him. Like, it's hard to tell if he was good looking or not, because from the Jen season he was annoying. So we never even got a moment with him where we were like, he's enjoyable. I find his personality cute. Like, he's just, the Chiron said it all, the most annoying person alive.
Literally. And honestly, I feel like then I couldn't tell if producers were trying to give Zoe a bad edit, but all it did was make me feel bad for her.
Yeah,
I felt bad for her. I was like, this poor girl feels like she's going insane. And then she's sitting here and no one is validating how she's feeling at all. And she's just continuing to spiral. And then, she has a conversation with Dale that doesn't go well, because he's like, yeah, I'm completely focused on Kat now. And
which wasn't fully true.
No, because then he kisses Allie Joe after that. But, she's then being kind of deaded and cut off left and right. And she's seeing, I'm going home. So because I made the wrong decision, I trusted Brian. He turned out to be an asshole. Now my paradise is over before it really started. And I wanted her to have a good experience. I didn't want her to have this.
I did too. I think the conversations just kind of highlight how like socially awkward Zoe is and how not badly intentioned she was last season, because she just clearly has a hard time getting out of her comfort zone and talking to people. And like, she tried and it just didn't work out. So like, I'm hoping she gets another shot, because
do they bring people back who've been eliminated?
No, it would just be next season.
Next season.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it would be next season. Which
who else would she have texted if not Brian? There was really
that I don't know.
She wanted Dale and Brian last week, so it was just unfortunate that she picked those two guys. I don't know if any of the guys that went home, if it would have been better. I don't know who she would be with. I don't know. I actually don't know if like her husband is in this franchise, because like she's really smart and but like awkward, and so it's not exactly like, it's not like Alex and Jonathan, who are awkward in a very similar way. Like, she had no one who was awkward at the same level as her, and so she was just kind of
And I feel like she definitely has some sort of social anxiety, which you see a lot more in Paradise, because I feel like on The Bachelor, you only get snippets of them only if they're on a date, but in Paradise, you see them all the time in a room. And you can kind of tell she, at least to me, seems like she's socially anxious. And it made me feel for her. Like, maybe this isn't the right environment for you to find somebody. I wish she had a better experience, and it made me sad.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we're wishing the best for you, Zoe. My next note is Dale saying to Allie Joe, "We have a lot in common, like the gym. We're on an island of extremely ripped and in shape people. If your only connection with someone is that you like the gym, you don't really have that much more in common with them than you do with everybody else on this beach."
No, no. I will say one thing about Dale is I really need to see this man in person, because it's like the second he walks in anywhere, the girls are like feral. Like, this
Oh,
man is the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. And not that I don't find him good looking, I do, but I don't think the screen does him justice in the way that everybody's explaining. And I was crying at Alex's reaction to him, because you guys know that when I'm around a significant person,
or
I
even a
can't.
picture of Jeremy Allen White.
Yes, or even the picture of Jeremy Allen White, I can't speak. I can't be in the room with like really hot people. So her reaction was like, "Oh, that's so me." I related it to it so much, where she like could not speak, could not formulate a sentence because he was so hot.
Yeah, there was a challenge that we had this week. This is where they're stealing from Love Island, is there are now challenges. There was a challenge where they got to swipe right or left on people, and if you both matched, then you would meet in this weird gazebo and make out. Dale and Alex matched, and she walked into the gazebo and she was like, "Hi, I'm so nervous. I don't know why
She's
I'm so
like,
nervous.
You want to kiss me?
You want to kiss me?
Are you
My
sure?"
heart's racing. Okay, I guess let's kiss." It was just like, and they looked like they had a good kiss. And I think he does like Alex, but she just is like, she's so flustered by
She
Dale.
she can't have a conversation. Like I brought up for one, she was like mixing words up and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
saying not full sentences, like or just changing her mind mid sentence. And I was
Yep.
like, what happened?
She's just such a weirdo in such a adorable way. Like, it just is working. And like,
I
I,
love her.
yeah, I do hope her and Jonathan work out, because I think, oh my God, I think they match in that way. Like, they are both sincere, hot weirdos, and they need someone who understands them. And I don't know, their kiss looked like it had a spark to me. So,
Yeah.
Looks like a good
we'll
match
see.
to me.
Yeah.
I think they look like a good match. I think their humor matches. They're both like, you can tell, smart people who can hold a conversation, even if the conversation is a little bit weird or has awkward
Yeah.
banter. I liked it and I appreciate their vibe. I hope that we get to see that for the remainder of the season. I would like to see them as a couple going forward. But I think we're already seeing way too much of the we're closed off, we're coupled off. Which is what we were talking about earlier in the episode, is that Bachelor in Paradise, they are in their 30s. And so now we're seeing people who are like, "You're exactly what I want, and I don't want to explore anymore." But then the show is not as exciting. I'm
Yeah.
so happy for Jess and Spencer. I think
Yeah.
they're adorable. They're like little golden retrievers together yapping off in the sunset. But then I'm like, if neither of you are gonna explore and there's gonna be no drama, like, I need to see the Hannah Dillon Blake drama go down
Yeah.
kind of thing, you know?
I think it's like, you do always need a couple. Like, I think you have like and this was what Love Island USA was missing this year, is you need an anchor couple where it's like they're kind of doing their boring thing, and there's always like this reminder that the point of this show, in quotes, is love. And I feel
True.
like Spencer and Jess are kind of that this season. Like, I feel like they'll get engaged. They'll be the couple
I
that's
do
like,
too.
happy together after the season. You always need one. I think everyone else can kind of like circle, fuck up, get to know other people. Like, because it does make it more meaningful if you stray and you come back. Like, Jeremy this week goes on a date with Susie, and Jeremy and Susie kiss on their date. They seem to be hitting it off, but like at the end of the day, I like really did believe that he feels more drawn to Bailey. Like,
He does.
he likes her more. you can see their genuine connection, but like because like he went on a date and came back, I like believe him more that
True.
he really likes her. Like he
Because didn't nobody pick Jeremy to go kiss? And so I was nervous that he was only going to like Bailey because no other girl liked him.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
was before Susie got there, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah,
The
I'm not
kissing
up to
challenge.
Susie yet, to be
So
honest.
Yeah.
I think that was before Susie got there. So I think he kind of had an idea that the other girls weren't interested. But I don't know if that was because he's been so in on Bailey. Like they are kissing and sitting with each other and touching all day long. So I think if you're a girl that's already been there, not someone coming in with a date card, you're probably not going near him because you're either friends with Bailey or you're seeing it and you're like, I'm not gonna break that. They're too strong.
Or you
No,
see
but-
her and you're like, period. Like,
Yeah,
I know.
that's
Yeah.
that's
true.
done now. That's over.
See her and be like, yeah, I can't compete with that. I'm just gonna go home.
She has such good style. The fashion on BIP is so much better than
It is.
Love Island.
They
Like
have
it's just
careers and
good.
money.
they have money. You're right. They've already been on the season, so they have the time. Lexi, I thought was spiraling for no reason. She clearly was not.
No, women's intuition really is right because clearly
Woman's
she was
intuition. At first, I like last episode, I was like, okay, he says he's over Susie. Like, you don't owe Susie anything. She's not here. Let it go. Kind of forgetting that this is paradise. Like, they're gonna bring the ex. Of course, they're always gonna bring the ex.
Yeah, I feel like because we didn't have last season, kind of forgot that they do that. So I'm watching Lexi and I'm like, all right, Lexi, let it go. Like he dated somebody. We all date people. Like it's over.
It is what it is.
And then when
yeah.
she walked in, I was like, oh, of course. Like they're gonna do this.
And then, Susie and Justin keep checking in on each other, which, like, in theory is very nice of them, but in practice feels a little bit weird. Like, and they're so much closer than anyone else is to each other that it would be very hard to feel not intimidated by it. And I mean, poor Lexi, like, flash forward to the end of the episode, like, Justin offers Susie his rose because they said they would always protect each other. And Susie's like, no, what are you doing? No, like.
Yeah, I do have a question though. What
Yeah.
would you do in that situation though? Because I don't know if he did the wrong thing. Like I think he did wrong by Lexi, but I also understand his decision because it's like he wants Susie to find love and be happy more than anything. But I can't tell if it's I'm sacrificing my experience, I need more time with you, or I want you to find love. Like I don't know what he was getting at, but I also part of me was like, I don't know if he's wrong in that he didn't communicate this to Lexi. But I don't know if his actions or his intent was wrong at all.
Yeah, I think his intent was good. I think the actions were not great. Like I think his intent to save Susie was sweet, but I also do think it's weird. Like I think he should have just picked Lexi and then apologized to Susie. Like it's really not his fault
Yeah.
that Susie and Jeremy's date didn't pan out the way it was supposed to, that she didn't talk to other people. So I think he just must not like Lexi that much because she did kind of pull the brakes on him because he, maybe liked Susie more.
I don't think he's over the Susie thing yet. And I think that's what the decision came to and what the tears were coming from. I think that maybe they both thought that they could handle this. And then when they actually were in the situation, they were like, wait, no, this is too much. My emotions are too high. I can't be around you and I can't be in the situation to find love while you're here. So
Yeah.
I thought Lexi was crazy, but then everything she thought was going to happen happened exactly the way she thought it would happen.
And like her intuition might screw her over in her regular dating life because she just is, excuse me, it seems one step ahead. Like she just kind of has this crazy intuition that something's going on. Susie and Justin are real exes.
Yeah.
It's not like they dated on the show. They hooked up. They were best friends and then they dated for a long time. And they only broke up a couple months ago. It's too fresh for the show to bring them on.
Yeah, it wasn't like, okay, he was the Bachelor and she was on his season and they dated throughout the season. Like the two of them were best friends and they dated for a whole year. There's way more there. And I don't know if I'm wrong, but they might be the most serious couple to ever try to come back on the show at the same time.
Yeah, it's like giving Molly and Callum on Love Island All Stars.
Yes.
Like trying to be so respectful of each other, but being on the show at the same time. Like, uh, I don't know. And I don't think they want a relationship with each other still. I don't get that sense at all, but I think it's just too fresh and too much love between them that it's not fun to watch. And I think Justin is about to self-eliminate and both Lexi and Susie will go home because
But
of it.
what do you think then for the girls? Like, does someone get to stay and keep that rose, or is that it? Everybody just goes home?
Maybe they'll keep it with Susie because he offered it to her, but she refused it. So
I think they're all going
if
home.
she refused, yeah, I think all three of them are going home.
Yeah. One shining star, I will say, of the episode, I really enjoyed watching Jill.
Yeah, I'm sad that she's going.
I really enjoyed her personality. I liked the conversation with Justin when he was like, "Oh, do you want him to be funny or more intellectual?" She's like, "Why can't I have both? I want both."
Yeah.
Why
can't she?
I thought she was funny, and I thought she added something that maybe we were slightly missing personality-wise on the show.
And
now she's
gone again.
And now she didn't get a rose, so now she's gone. So I'm not really sure where this season is going, I think. I'm not
either.
I have thoughts, but I'm not thoroughly entertained or hooked yet at this point.
I'll keep watching, but I was tonight's episode just ended. I don't feel any urge after we log off to watch any of it. I don't even know if I'll get to it tomorrow. It's not appointment TV in the way that I'm rearranging my night to be there. And it usually is. And so I'm wondering if we'll get there as the season builds a little bit more. But right now I'm just kind of yeah, this is fun. This is fine. Maybe when the Goldens get there, I'll feel differently.
Yeah, I think there's
now,
crumbs of potential, right? We're seeing some fun couples. I think Kat and Bale are strong. I think that's going to continue the whole season. I think it's going to be dramatic. If we know Kat, it's going to be dramatic in Sunset.
Yep.
I like Jess and Spencer together. I think that's a really good couple. And like you said, I think they're on track for engagement. I want to see Alex and Jonathan pan out. I want to see what comes from that. But I'm not gripped to my TV. I need to see this happen. It's not like Nick and Alandria where I am waiting for them to kiss.
I need to know.
I just hoping I get to the point where I'm not excited about it. I mean, they brought on all these people. Jess is there, Wells is there, Hannah Brown's there. We haven't seen either of them utilize it all though.
No.
Wells a little on that date, but not really. And we haven't really seen Hannah at all. So I'm if we brought her here, what was the point of her being here? Let's get this, let's see why she's here. What's the champagne?
I think we're seeing Hannah be shy again the way she was on her own season. I think when she's the lead, she knows exactly what she needs to do, but she's not a very good ensemble member. She doesn't really stand out in the crowd unless it's all about her. And so her parts have just kind of been it's not like Wells, where Wells is pretty commanding of a room and before the kissing challenge, he's okay, they don't have to tell each other who they kiss, but they will because they're idiots. He just gets away with being deadpan. I don't think Hannah's found her voice as as a host yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the point of her being there is, and it's not that I don't like her. I loved her season. Her season is iconic. I like her. I liked her season. It was one of the best ones in modern Bachelorette times. Mm-hmm. But I just don't really know why she's there. I'm trying to figure that out. And I love Costa Rica. I'm hoping they do more Costa Rica adventure type things. It's a great place.
Yeah, why aren't we ziplining on dates?
Why are we not ziplining? Why are they not trying gyro sours? I just want to see more surfing. They're in Sarah. That's a surf place. Why are they not surfing or going to get, I don't know, smoothies in town? All that fun stuff.
I think another thing that hurt it is that they're filming during monsoon season in Costa Rica. And so they're going to be stuck in this villa, like in this hotel a lot. Like, I think that's the only way to get an empty hotel in Costa Rica is to go during monsoon season. And so I think they're going to get rained out of activities all the time throughout the entire season.
I mean, well, Jill and Jonathan State was probably supposed to be something else, that they put them in like the penthouse suite
playing Twister
like... because I don't know. But also what I was thinking is, why was that suite nicer than any of the fantasy suites this season?
I don't know.
That suite with the pool outside was nicer than the fantasy suites.
I don't even remember the fantasy suites from this
because
year.
they weren't nice.
They were terrible.
They were terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think I feel the same, that I'm not like totally, I'll obviously keep watching. I'm just not like laughing, and like there's no viral moments yet, which I think is rare for the show, but maybe when the Goldens get there, we'll get some more heat.
Yeah, I wrote, like, when I was thinking about what I wanted to say, I wrote, like, we need the Goldens at this point because they know how to have fun, and they are not going to take themselves that seriously. So I feel like maybe adding their energy might lighten up the younger crew to be like a little bit more spontaneous and fun and have conversations, and maybe not be like socially awkward or have these moments. Like, they'll be wiser people to talk to or like to help with relationships. And I don't know, they seem like, from the clips that we're getting, they want to drink and party and have fun, and I'm like, yes, that's what I want to see, people having a good time.
That's what we need to see on the beach. Like, just go dancing and get a little crazy, go skinny dipping. Like, you have full reign of this resort. Like, go swimming. Why are we not swimming? Why are we not at the beach?
They did
like
swim, Kat and Jess, to play mermaid to block Dale off from kissing other women.
Which was pretty funny. It didn't work, but it was pretty funny. It didn't work, but it was pretty funny. Yeah, I do like the pace, though. I forgot how many people get eliminated each week. Like, that is something that still works for the show, is to have so many eliminations, and
you are excited to see who's coming in. Like, you do want to know, okay, like, did they get some heavy hitters? Who's coming this week? Is that going to shake up some couples? The concept of the show is so great. I want to be loving it right now. Maybe I will halfway through the season. But I think it's a tough time to roll out the second Love Island ended, too. Like, I think that we're on a Love Island high, and you get so excited about these couples, and we're at the end, right? So we just watched all these amazing relationships flourish, and now this is starting. So it feels like it's not up to that, but we can get there. I have to give the season a chance.
I mean, Amazing Relationships is generous for what happened on
I know.
Season,
but you get what I mean. We saw build up.
I know what you mean.
Maybe not a
we saw build up.
Yeah. We saw build up.
We saw like relationship arcs, and we got to the end of them, and now we're kind of at the beginning, and it's like a little bit less dramatic. I like that it feels that the producers are more hands-off than Love Island was. Like, I think that that's very helpful.
Well, I think people really do have free reign to talk to whoever they want, to pull on dates whoever they want. It doesn't feel like on Love Island, sometimes I'm like, I feel like the connections are being blocked, but the producers don't want certain people talking. I don't feel that way on Paradise. I think they all talk to each other. They can ask whoever they want on a date. And that's nice. I hope that like 3 weeks from now, I'm like, it's so much fun. I'm enjoying the show so much. Yeah. That's what I'm rooting for them to get it together. I want it.
I need it. Because I do think it's like a Hail Mary to save the franchise. Like, I think if this doesn't go well, we might not get many more Bachelor seasons at all.
They could give me a show about Joey and Kelsey, though.
I'll take it.
I'll take that.
Come and give us some advice on the beach. I'd love to see them.
I'd love to see them. But
I miss them.
Other than Joey, I loved watching Jen, too. Unfortunately, for other people, I don't think their season was as popular. But I love Jen. I think she's wonderful. Mm-hmm. But Joey's season was like the last big, like everybody was excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, Grant's season was just a real low point for so many reasons that the franchise does need like a little bit of needs to get revived a bit.
Yeah, I'm hoping this does it. I really am. Because it would be sad if not having The Bachelor anymore out of almost like a sentimental thing. It's been there for so long.
I know.
It's such a constant, but
I mean, we grew up with it, so it'd be very hard to not have it on TV anymore and not something to look forward to. So we'll see. But I think that's it for Paradise for this week.
Yeah, that's all I need to talk about.
It's 10:40, so we got to get to bed. But thank you so much for joining me. It was so much fun.
It was very fun.
And I hope our audio all worked.
Hopefully everything worked out because there were a lot of people coming and going. So
yeah. We had a lot of moving pieces. We'll see how I edit this together. If it doesn't sound as good, it's because I'm editing and Indra's not editing. So remember next week to give Indra a special thank you for all of her effort for editing that she does. So next week we'll be back with episodes 3 and 4 of Paradise, Love Island UK, and Perfect Match might start in the interim.
ooh,
God help us if it does. So we'll see. We'll make an announcement on social media before that gets started. Make sure you're following us at Can I Steal You for a Minute Pod on all socials. And we will see you next week. Cheers, lovebirds. Goodbye.
bye.
All right.